Okay, there they are. Good morning. Okay, you guys better get your big muscles ready. Big muscle, it's a big muscle day. Okay, so let's just start. We're going to ease into it today because, it's Saturday morning. Some of us weren't behaving last night, but we won't say who. Big breath. And then exhale. Do it again. And this time go all the way down into a full fold. Let your head go. Just relax the upper body. Kind of really want to unweight so you get a nice stretch through the lower back. And if you can, to have your legs nice and straight. Okay, bring your hands up above the knees. Come back up slowly. That's the easing in part. Big deep breath. And exhale, come all the way back down. Head goes, relax. Kind of let the upper body dangle. This time we're going to cross the arms. Maybe get a little closer to the floor with them. Try to breathe as much as you can today. Hopefully you've had lots of water to drink before class. Okay, hands above the knees, come back up slowly again. And this time we're doing a side body stretch. So right arm comes up, let the hip go out. And just kind of find a space where it feels good. And then let's do the other side. Let's try to keep the arm nice and long so you're really reaching. And again, just sort of oscillate side to side. Or hang out and hold if that's what floats your boat today. Okay, we got one more coming here. That's it. Moving on, getting bored. Okay, make a fist. Pull the elbows back. Fold halfway down. Better known as good morning. Squeeze your butt cheeks when you come up. Pull in the belly. Just going up and down. It's not a race. If you want to hang out at a certain point or get a little more depth, you can find it. One more of these, and then we're going to walk out to a plank. So once you're in your high plank, just hold it for a sec. Lift your left leg up, and then switch to the right. And just keep alternating. Really try to pull the belly in while you do this. Just two more. Now hold your plank. Lower to the forearms. Try not to put your knees down. Just hold your low plank. Now you're going to tap the right knee to the floor. Straighten that leg back out. Tap the left knee. Straighten that leg. And let's just do that a few more times. A lot of work for the six-pack muscle here. Make sure you're pulling it up and in. Four more. We're going to come back up onto the hands. If you want to put your knees down to get there, go ahead. Put your back in your high plank. You're going to meet me in your down dog. Hold this for 3 breaths. Just easy breathing. Close your eyes. How do you set your intention for today's workout? And just know that the most important part is just showing up. So we've already checked that box. Now it's what we make of it. Baby steps forward with your feet. Meet me in that forward fold again. 3 big breaths. Okay, hands above the knees. Come back up slowly. Nice job. Bring your arms out in front. Give me a little squat. And then come back up. Doesn't need to be huge. Again, this is just part of your warm up. And if you'd rather have your hands at your heart, or alternate, or take a break whenever you need. Kind of like a Chinese menu. Lots of choices.
I'll have a number 2, please.
Okay, let's just sort of go down, maybe halfway, and just hold it. It's not your deepest squat you've ever done, but try to perfect the form. So try not to be folding your upper body forward. Now just lift the arms up a little bit. Just hold this. 3 breaths. So we're getting a little warmth to the quads, little work for your upper back and shoulders. Now bring the arms back parallel to the floor, squat lower, and come back up. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Back down and up, just 3 more times. Okay, so we're going to start today's workout with deadlift. Cheers.
Cheers.
Pick up your big girl weights. The heaviest ones you got. So feet hip width apart. Just fold forward. Keep the weights very close to your shins or your ankles. Or you can hold them out to the side and have them on the sides of your feet. Again, choices. Really use your butt cheeks on the way up, right? Hopefully you're not rounding your back, right? We want to keep as long of a spine as we can when we come down and back up. You're just hip hinging. That's all this is. It's a hip hinge. Try not to let the shoulders fall out of their sockets when you fold down. Keep them retracted and broad. We're just going to do 6 more. It's a great way to get the back of the body waking up. Then we're going to start to alternate with a little squat. So give me the last 2 and then add in a squat. So here we go, squat and deadlift. Keep that going, you have 8 more. Weights in the back of the feet, right? Pull those hips back when you start your descent. Some good blood flow going. Getting a little heat building. How awesome is that? 2 more. Last one of each. Okay. Whew, put them down. Now we're going to take a lie down. And Sean, you're not allowed to fall asleep.
Good night.
Okay, so we also are going to work with these bands today. So if you don't have one, find one. Okay, full body stretch. But before we roll down, we're going to go down nice and slow Pilates style. That means we're pulling in the stomach, rounding the back. Now we do a full body stretch. Thank you very much. Reach those arms back behind you. Awesome. Just hold it. A few more breaths. Point your toes, trying to make the body really long and stretched out. Now, while you're doing this, you got to pull that stomach down. Even though you don't think you can, you can. Okay, bring the arms back up. Lift your head, tuck your chin, roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Dive through your legs, rounding your back. Hold here, 3 big breaths. Really puff out the ribs. Take as much air as you can muster. Okay, come on, come on to a sitting up position. I'm gonna have you have your fingers facing the front of the room. You're gonna have your wrists right underneath your shoulders, right by your hips. We're gonna bend the legs. You're gonna lift your butt up. And now you're just gonna do a little dip. So up and down, bending at the elbow. You're waking up your triceps, using your body weight here. Now, if you look at me from the side, if you've moved your butt way forward, get it back because that's weighting into the arms. That's where you're going to feel those triceps. Keep it going. Just maybe 10 more seconds. This is just a little warm up. We're going to get back down on the mat. Pilates style, of course, and we're going to do tricep extension. So nice, easy breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Okay, grab your weights once you're down there. So you want to have them close to you, whichever ones you're going to use. But we're going down Pilates style. So C curve, hollow out. Come on down, nice and slow. Great job. Find those weights. So Sean's using one heavy one. I'm going to use 2. Of course, it's exerciser's choice here. So your legs are bent. Your elbows are over the shoulders. And you're just moving the weights down to the shoulders and then back up. Lots of control. These are a little too deep. But remember, if you've picked the wrong weight, don't wait till the exercise is over to make a change. Even if you squeeze in some of the reps with a heavier weight and switch, that's often a good idea. You always have the option to alternate. So we have 5 more. Slow and controlled. Don't let gravity do the work. You've got to be the boss here. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. That 5th one. Can't do it. Okay, put the weights down by your side. Extend your legs all the way down on the floor and take the arms all the way back behind you. This is a feel-good moment. Oh, how lucky are we to be doing this? Okay, arms come up. Head lifts. Tummy stays down. Roll it up. And dive it forward. Give me 3 big breaths here. Okay, back down. Have those weights close by you because we're going to find them once we get back down there again. Suck in the belly. Really control the movement. Take the arms all the way back behind you. And pull them forward. Find your weights. Same ones you were just using. We're going to start out with a fly. So we've got 1 fly. You open up nice and wide. And now do 1 extension. The move we were just doing. So you're just incorporating 1 of each. Go open, nice and slow. And then just keep alternating. Flies are so good. Make sure you're opening nice and wide, that you're getting the back of the arms down on the floor. If you're able to. It's all about range. And then when you come together at the top, let the weights touch. Then you can open them up for your extension. Try to squeeze in 6 more here. We don't want to be squeezing our grip on the weights. Nice and relaxed, just enough that they don't fall out of our hands. Try to bring the rib cage down. And if you want to do that little pelvic tilt, whether your low back is on the floor or not is really your choice. But I find I can work my six-pack muscle better if I've got a little pelvic tilt and I'm actively pushing the belly down, bracing the spine. It's all good. Okay, got a nice little transition coming up. 2 more moves. Wherever you're at. Now put the weights back down by your side. Take that full body aha moment. Reach those arms back behind you. Let's spread the fingers nice and wide. And then close and make it really tight fist. And then just kind of oscillate between the two. Let's get some good blood flow to our fingers. Okay, arms come forward, head lifts, chin tucks, hollow out the belly. Open the legs, dive it forward. Hang out here, 3 big breaths. Okay, so from here, you're back up in staff pose. You're going to swing your legs out to the side. You're going to meet me in your push-up position. Only because you love push-ups. Okay, are we ready? We're doing 10. That's it. 10 fabulous ones though. Go. Okay, another quick transition. After your 10 push-ups, give me a side plank. You're on your right forearm facing the left side of your room. So before you lift up, look at your heels, stack your feet. Try to line up your heels with your knees and hips. Then lift it up, sweep your left arm up. You're not dipping or swinging or lifting, you're just holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, put it down, roll over to the other side. Whew, how lucky are we? Line up those heels, lift up, lift your arm. You're trying to lift those hips as high as you can, right? Keep your glutes active. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Okay, swing your legs around. We're going to do chest presses. So on the floor with hopefully your heaviest weights possible. Your legs are going to be bent. And the arms are going to start out coming out to the side. Do 8 of these. Let the weights touch at the top. Do that little pelvic tilt, suck in the belly. Keep your wrists nice and neutral. Once you've done 8, I want you to change up the angle. Elbows should be landing 45 degrees out from the body. Give me 8. Now, meet me at the top. Have your palms face each other. You're going to switch up the angle. You're going to just lower the elbows down by your side. They touch the floor. Right back up. Give me 8. Okay, put those weights down by your side. C curve it all the way back up after you've taken that nice long stretch. And just kind of go at your own pace. If this feels good and you want to hang out here, hang out. Okay, arms up, chin up, roll up, dive it forward for 3 breaths. Okay, back up to staff pose. Lift those legs around. Meet me in your push-up position for 10 push-ups. Let's go. Get it done. Fun was that. Okay, side plank. Right forearm down, facing the left side of your room. You're in it already. Five, 4, 3, 2. Switch it up. Oh, yes. I don't know which is harder, doing the pose or getting in the pose. Here we go. Squeeze that butt cheek. Both of them. Lift your hips up a little higher. Why not? 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Okay. We're coming back up on our feet. Woo. Grab a sip of water. Why not? Cheers. It's Saturday. Showing you're acting like getting up is hard. Okay, you guys ready? We're gonna do a lateral arm raise to start. So whatever weights you need for that, find them. Let's switch your root going on here. You go forward. Okay, here we go. Now, no swinging and no momentum. Just lifting and moving with control. And you choose the pace. But really try to, when you're lifting your arm out to the side, I want you to push it away and up. So it's nice and long. Keep good posture. Sean demonstrating with a little forward lean. I'm a little bit more upright. Whatever makes you happy.
Tequila.
Sean put tequila. Tequila makes him happy. Excuse me. Okay, try to squeeze in a few more. One more. One more for shits and giggles. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now I know why I hate those. So hard. Okay. Coming back, we're going to do a squat, a bicep curl to a press. We're going to hold one weight. Sorry, we're going to hold 2 weights, but you're only working the right side to start. So pick up 2 of your big girl weights. So I'm going to have to transition my weights midstream, so I'm going to use a little closer. So let's go. We're going to start with the right side. So here we go. We do 1 squat, curl with the right arm, and press with the right arm. Come back and squat. Same side. Two more. And then we start working the left side. switch it up. Make sure you're giving me a good squat every time. Butt back, weighted heels. Three more. Then we're going to do 3, both together. Then we're moving on. 1 more. Now do 3, both together. So squat, curl, press. Both weights. 2. Excuse me. 3. Okay, let's finish off alternating bicep curls while we're standing. Keep going, keep breathing. Exhale out when you lift the weight up. You have 8 more. Excuse me. Last 4. And 3. Fun flies when you're having fun. And 2. And 1. And we're going back down on the floor. Nice job, guys. So we're going to start out with our final set of push-ups. Don't freak out. I know you got this. Just 10. Let's do it. Nice. Okay. No side planks. We're going to do a little child's pose here before we flip around and start our pulling. Let's do child's pose with our knees far apart and just relax however you want to do the arms. Just take nice big breaths. Okay, come on back up. Flip it around. You're on your back. We're going to start out in a bridge, doing some pelvic tilts, just to kind of warm up the belly and the pelvis and the hips. So roll it up. You're keeping your lower back on the floor. This is just the pelvis moving. It's a very small move. Roll it up, squeeze your butt, roll it down, create lots of space between the lower back and the mat. And then just oscillate, excuse me, between the two. This is another feel-good moment. So our first core exercise. Yeah, our first one. The second core, thanks, Sean. The second one is going to be bird dogs. So let's get to it. Lift the feet up off the floor, legs are bent, stuck in the belly. Flex your feet, ankles at the height of the knees, arms up. Here we go. So starting with the right leg extending out and your left arm going back. Bring it back in to your starting point and switch sides. I like to keep that knee that's staying put a little bit beyond the hips, just because it becomes a lot more challenging for your core. So you can amp this up if you like, or you can play it safe and have your knee in a little closer to the torso. And of course, the slower you go, I think, I could be wrong, the harder it is. Really hollow out that belly and press that low back into the floor. It's kind of like it wants to lift up and puff out. Don't let it. Okay. If you got more, keep going. I'm taking a little break. I'm going to make a little circle with my knees, massaging my lower back. How good does that feel? Go the other way. Okay, legs up straight. Flex your feet. Open them out as wide as they're going to go. And you can take your hands to your inner thighs. Just hold them there for a sec. Getting a nice little inner thigh wake up. Okay, bring the legs back up. Now I want you to have your arms on the floor by your side, but just the fingertips. So lift the palms up. Point your toes. Brace your spine, suck in the belly. In slow motion, start to lower the right leg. When you get just above the floor, count to 3, and then start to bring it back up, just as slow as you went down. Should be feeling this through the side body. Now switch over to the opposite leg. Nice and slow. Low back is on the floor, tummy is down, leg is really long. Keep alternating. One more on the other side. Don't be in a hurry. And I'm going to have you take the right leg down. And then once it's down there, just make a little circle with that leg. So let's just do 5 more circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Now, before we go to the other side, hug your knees in, bend your legs. A little reprieve. Nice. Okay, legs back up. Get them nice and long, fingertips down. Left leg goes down. Give me that little circle. You can change the direction. You can do some one way and switch it. The most important thing is that you're sucking the belly down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Bring both knees in. We're going to go into a happy baby. So arms inside the legs, holding the outsides of the feet, heels to the ceiling. Low back on the floor. You're welcome. This is good for us.
It's simple.
It's a great feeling. Hold it here, just a few more breaths. Feels too good to stop. Okay, legs back up. We're going to do a hollow hold. So this time, fingertips are going to be off the floor. So none of your arms are on the floor. Extend them out beside you. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Get the tummy doing its thing. Get your glutes coming to the party. Lift your head up, lift your shoulder blades up, lower the legs. You be the boss of how low they go, and pulse your arms. Keep your chin tucked and your stomach down. Super important. Legs are locked out. Your feet can be pointed or flexed. It doesn't really matter. You're just here for about another 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, how good is that? Okay, put your feet on the floor and keep your legs bent. I'm just going to let the knees fall towards the right. Bring them back up. Go left. Just kind of alternate between the two. It's a nice little reprieve. Okay, now we're going to do the same. We're going to open up the knees, but I want you to connect your feet. Legs are bent. Pelvic tilt up so the low back is on the floor. Squeeze the glutes. Now just open the knees so the bottoms of the feet connect. I'm not to fight it, but I do want you to keep that belly pushing down. Now bring the knees back together. Squeeze them. Just do it one more time. Open up. And then bring them together. Okay, I mentioned earlier we were going to use a band. So while we're down here, get your band, wrap it around your feet, just above the ankles, straighten the legs, open out as wide as you can, and just hold. So this is going to challenge our outer hips a little bit. You're holding it as wide as you can till you start to feel a little somebody trying to say hello to you. So just hold and breathe. So this is the kind of exercise where you really need to take your mind somewhere, whether it's to the ocean, ski hill, some beautiful scene. And don't think about what's going on with these outer hips. Okay, now little reprieve, bring the feet together so you release all the tension in the band, but keep the legs straight up and then open back out again. So you have to ask yourself, am I holding them as wide as possible? Now, if your shoulders are tensing and your face, let it go. Okay, bring them together slowly. Release all the tension and then do it one more time. I was just moving back. Open up, hold it. Push it as far, push these feet as far away as possible. This is our last time doing this. Before we quit, we're going to add a little pulse. You're going to move in and out 1 inch, but we're not there yet. We're getting close. And again, play around with your angle of where your heels are. Are they over the hips, in front of the hips, behind the hips? If they're forward of the hips, you have to work harder to keep the belly down. So you're kind of getting a twofer. Now start that pulse. Out and in, inch. Hopefully you're feeling this right on the outside of those hips. Take your mind off that and to some fabulous place. You have 5 more seconds. Stay with me. Nice. Okay. Say goodbye to that nasty band. We're going to roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time, but first do that nice full body stretch. Now let the arms come up, let the head lift, tuck the chin, roll it up, nice and slow, don't be in a hurry. Dive through your legs, breathe 3 times, big breaths. Now, come back up. 1 last core exercise before we start a few stretches. So bend the legs, sit up nice and tall. Your spine is long. No rounding in the low back. Lean back. Till you feel like as soon as you say, oh my goodness, I really got to pull my stomach in to brace everything. Once you're in that spot, lift the arms a little higher and just hold it. Tummy is pulling down. That's the most important part of this move. Lift the right leg, extend it out straight. Put it down. Do the same with the opposite. And just keep alternating nice and slow. Lifting, lowering. Now, if you feel any collapse in that lower back, you got to sit yourself back up reset, and start again. Okay, we're almost done. Again, don't forget the belly. And now pull those knees into you, lower down one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Great job. We're going to open the knees really wide and then make that big circle. All the hard work is done. And now it's fun time. Change your direction.
Better. Doesn't play.
Oh, thank you. Make another circle. Okay, how awesome is that? So we're going to extend the legs all the way down along the floor. Bring your right knee up and into the chest. You can hold behind the knee if you like. Whatever feels better. And now let's put 2 fingers around the big toe or use a towel. Let's get this right leg nice and straight. Now, while it's straight, I want you to push the heel to the ceiling and the toes down towards your face. That foot's nice and flexed. Now take both your hands, just hold behind the calf. So the leg has not changed position. I want you to point the toes. So you're releasing your shin here and then flex. Point and hold. Hold it, point it. Feel that nice little tug. And then flex it. And now just circle the ankle. Change the direction. And lower that leg nice and slow. All the way back to the floor. Left knee comes in. Nice and close to the chest. When you're working the left leg, I'd like your right calf to be on the floor. Nice. 2 fingers around the big toe. Let's straighten this left leg. Toes push down towards the face and really try to push that heel up to the ceiling. Move the leg back a little if you can. Great stretch for the back of the leg. By pressing the toes down, you probably feel all those little tendons behind the knee. So good. Okay, grab hold of the calf, point and hold. Nice little stretch for that shin. If you walk a lot, this is very important. Now flex and come back to that point and flex. And now circle. Circle your ankle as big as you can. Go the other way. Nice. Okay, back to happy baby. One last time. Class is almost over. We're going to roll it up in a second. Heels to the ceiling. Try to use your hands on those feet to move the knees a little closer to the floor without letting the pelvis roll up. You want to add a gentle rock side to side. Nice. Now bring those knees together. Hug them in nice and close to the chest. I like to wrap my forearms around my shins and then have your forehead come up to get close to the knees. So you're tucking yourself into a tiny little ball. And now release it back down. Extend the legs all the way down along the floor. Arms all the way back behind you. Start with the arms first, then lift your head. Tuck your chin. Hollow out the belly. Roll it up. Open the legs. Dive forward for 3 breaths. Oh, this is such a good place to be. Okay, back to sitting up tall position. One foot comes in, the other comes in. We're getting up on the toes. And however you want to come back up to standing, take a nice big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Woohoo! Good job. The twofer today. I'm going to stop it.